If you're having problems with your Chausson Motorhome starter battery going flat after a few days when you're off grid, then stay tuned, I may have some answers for you. One of the first indications that you may have an issue that's causing your vehicle battery, your vehicle starter battery, to go flat when you're off grid for a few days is this LED, top left. That's your vehicle battery charge indication. You know when you press the level indicator there, I've got 2 green bars there, which is good. That's our vehicle battery. If this starts to flash after a few hours or a few days, and these green bars have disappeared and you're down into the yellows, maybe even further, then that's an indication that there's something drawing your vehicle battery, starter battery, down when it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be going flat after a few days because you've got a leisure battery, so there's nothing really that should be pulling off of your vehicle battery apart from maybe a tracker that's going to drag it down. So let's have a look at the issues. Yeah, welcome back everyone. Just so that you're familiar with what you've got in your motorhome setup as far as battery to battery chargers. I've got the passenger seat slid forward. This is where your battery to battery charger, the red box is a red arc. That's your battery to battery charger. So that's an interface between your vehicle battery and your leisure battery. So when you're driving, that's enabled, and your leisure battery charges from your vehicle when you're driving. Your vehicle battery is under your passenger seat. So that's where your vehicle battery lives. Also, there's a bunch of fuses and stuff under there that are to do with the forward side, so that's nothing to get involved with. What I've done, I've removed the inspection cover in between the 2 seats. Only 3 screws and a lump of plywood that comes out. So what's happening here is the red arc unit simply should be enabled when you're driving. In other words, when you turn the ignition on, that unit enables. When you turn the ignition off, it disables. Quite simple. So this is actually triggered via this blue wire here. So that's the red arc box trigger wire. So that should come from the ignition. So when the ignition's on, it's on. 12 volts DC. When it's off, it's off. So that connects into this terminal here that I've got connected. Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is, yeah. So that blue wire there, so I've actually got my voltage meter in there in a minute. So you can see there's 12 volts DC on it. So when that blue wire is connected into that terminal, that with the ignition off should not have voltage on it. So we're in an off situation at the moment. The voltage, the vehicle's not running, the ignition's off. However, you can see that's got 12 volts DC on it. So when this wire is connected, the red arc unit is enabled. That's what's causing the vehicle battery to drain when we're off grid. Yeah, welcome back everyone. So looking outside where our water tank, our fresh water tank is, if you pull the inspection door back there, this is where your electrical 12 volt DC electrical distribution panel is. I've taken the cover off, which you can see is in my toolbox there. It's only a couple of screws, so it pulls off. Right, this panel is a lot more than just a few fuses in the top. It controls a lot of things. It's got the main control panel inside is connected to it, the loom that goes to the control panel. These cables are for your level switches and your water tanks. It gets the inputs from the vehicle ignition, the leisure battery. You can probably just about see it's the main terminals on the bottom. So it does a lot more than just a few fuses. What's happening is the trigger wire, this trigger wire here, this bottom wire, blue wire, this is the wire that goes to the blue wire we've looked at inside on the red arc unit. This has permanently got 12 volts DC on it, where it should only be live, only 12 volts DC when the ignition is on. So turn it on, this comes live, turn the ignition off, this goes off. That's not happening. That's why the red arc unit is permanently enabled, and that's what's causing our battery to drain. So this unit is being swapped out next week. Highbridge Caravan's been very helpful. They're going to swap it out next week, and hopefully that cures the issue. But we know what the issue is. I've had it since day one, and I believe this unit's probably always been like it since day one. Whether it's a problem with the unit or it's a wiring issue from Chausson, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to find out next week, so stay tuned.